we get a first glimpse at the Valley's first New Year's baby.
And they're not only born on the first day of the year, but they're also part of a new generation called Gen Beta. Fox 10's Brian Webb is live with more on this new generation. Brian.
Right, move over Generation Alpha. Generation Beta has arrived. These babies will be born starting today through the year 2039, and it's time to meet one of the first. This is Justine and Cade Montpleasure, a couple since 8th grade and now first-time parents to this bundle of joy named Logan.
But we look at each other and like, we created that. Like, we did this out of love. We did this, you know, with God's support, so it's like, it's really rewarding.
Logan was born at Chandler Regional Medical Center a few days ahead of schedule, about 6.5 pounds, 19 inches from head to toe, and arrived just 8 minutes after midnight.
She's like, I think you're gonna have the first New Year's baby. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, little Logan, you're a rock star already.
Logan is one of the first representatives of Gen Beta, the first generation born into an age of drones, artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, and who knows what else.
We hope he has her personality and then my brains, because if so, he might be president one day. We'll see.
I'm like, be a little pro golfer. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
A new life and a new generation with a mother and father who can't wait to see what the future holds.
My goodness, I'm somebody's mom, knowing we have him and have to keep him alive, which is exciting, but like also kind of scary at the same time. But mom and dad, I mean,
yeah, let's do it.
We got it.
And congrats to them. Generation Beta is expected to make up 16% of the population and will likely be the first generation to see the 22nd century. Logan will be 76 years old in the year 2101. Live in Phoenix, Brian Webb, Fox 10 News.
All right, Brian, thanks. Valleywise Health also sharing some of the babies that were born in 2025. Nurses honoring the rising stars with special hats to celebrate. A number of babies still in the NICU, including a pair of twins.
Oh, well, in Washington, Congress just days away from selecting a leader. Some Republicans are not happy right now with the current House Speaker Mike Johnson, but President-elect Trump is pushing to resolve things quickly, looking to move forward on a legislative agenda, and he is supporting House Speaker Mike Johnson. He's hoping to hit the ground running with his agenda and get some of his confirmations, some of his cabinet picks confirmed quickly. Now, some will have bipartisan support, but others, they may have to survive narrow party line votes. Tributes are continuing to pour in all across the country and really around the world as friends, family, and fans celebrate the life of the late Jimmy Carter.
He passed away on Sunday at the age of 100, and we're learning more about Carter's state funeral on January 9th. President Biden will deliver the official eulogy, and President-elect Trump also says he will attend. After the state funeral, Carter will return to Plains, Georgia for a private family burial. He's being remembered as one of the last truly authentic politicians, and many say they had a connection to the former president.
Everybody has a Rosalind Carter story or a Jimmy Carter story, kind of personally interacting with them, and that makes it, you know, so much more impactful.
Carter is the longest living former president in American history.
Well, it's difficult. No one wants to start off the new year sick, but unfortunately that's the reality for so many right now, is everything from respiratory viruses to the stomach bug, it's all going around.
And to add insult to injury here, there are long lines at urgent cares and pharmacies as a result. Fox's Duarte Geraldino has more.
It's cold and flu season, right? But is something else going on?
When it get cold, that's just what happens, the flu and everything else.
Turns out it might be more than that. The CDC keeps track of respiratory infections in the U.S., and as of December 27th, they're saying the infection rate is high.
We're absolutely seeing a rise in flu cases, in RSV, in walking pneumonia, in norovirus, and the common cold.
Dr. Rabia De La Torre is an internal medicine specialist. She says this surge in sickness could be linked to the pandemic. Think about it. Social distancing stopped COVID, but it also stopped other viruses. Now we're back to normal, but our immune systems are not.
All of a sudden, the viruses are having a heyday. They have people who aren't necessarily primed or even slightly immune to these illnesses anymore, and so they can make a lot more people sick and spread like wildfire, and that's kind of what you're seeing right now.
According to the CDC, cases of norovirus have doubled compared to this time last year. You know that nasty bug that brings on diarrhea and vomiting? Yeah, that one. Dr. De La Torre says, be careful about what you eat and where you eat it, because both can impact your health and your ability to fight off these bugs.
I do eat a lot of protein, and I feel like that helps me bear the cold a little bit better, like a lot of red meat and that kind of thing.
And then there's that new research out of the UK that links loneliness with weakened immune systems.
The actual disparity between I want to be around and I'm not, that loneliness factor wasn't a risk factor for infections requiring hospitalization, so infections making people much sicker.
So to decrease your chances of getting seriously ill this season, wear face masks, get vaccinated, get enough sleep, and make a friend or strengthen your relationships in 2025. In Harlem, Duarte Geraldino, Fox News.
Well, it is a fact. A lot of people are frankly hungover today after all the partying that you did last night. And if you did have a little too much to drink last night, you're not alone. But Prime IV is offering up a solution. Their IV hydration therapy is administered by licensed medical staff in a spa environment. And they say that getting an IV can be the most effective way to deliver nutrients throughout your body.
We also have our after party and our resurrection IV. Our resurrection has Toradol and Zofran that can help with nauseousness as well as headaches. Most of the time our clients say they feel better instantly.